Hey you guys, this is Miko Siddiqui, your real estate industry leader. Today I'm out here in San Jose where it all began for me. And I wanted to share the journey with you guys as we start talking about the budget blueprint because it was real, and I want to just share with you guys kind of my experience that was out here. So I'll give you guys a few minutes to chime on, but on the left hand side, if you can hit the share button, and on the right, it hit the hearts. So, hey Donald West, how you doing? Hey Tracy, how you doing? This is a really tough conversation to have with you guys today because in 2000 and I think it was 2009, I think many of you, I shared the story before, I was standing in a grocery line and I was asking for, looking for formula for my 3-month-old son, and I only had $10 in my pocket at the time. And while I was in there, I just started to cry, and as I started crying, my sister had called in and she said, "Why are you crying?" And I said, because I need to buy formula for my son and I don't have any money. And so my sister told me to go get on food stamps. And so I drove, and as I drove and went home and got all the paperwork and everything that I needed to get, sorry you guys, this is a tough conversation to have with you today, but as I drove home to get all the paperwork that I needed to get for the social services office, and I drove down here and I stood in the line here at the food stamp line, I realized all the things that I had done to not prepare myself financially. And I really want to come to you guys because I don't want you to be in the same situation. I want you to get your finances together and understand how money flows, because I was so turned up, you guys, and so high on all the money that I was making that I didn't know what was happening to me at the time it was happening. I found myself flying on airplanes, riding in Bentleys, $5,000 shopping sprees. And at the end of it, I had no idea where my money was going. And because I didn't know where it was going, I ended up here. And I ended up here because I didn't even take the time to look at my finances and where it was going. I didn't take the time to talk to people that knew better than I did. So I want to take this time to come to you guys and start teaching you what I didn't know myself, because I don't want you to be turned up. Like I was sharing with you before, I mean, some of you guys are turned up. It's my 50th birthday, my 40th birthday, but you don't have any money to pay your bills. I want you to think about this. When you're at the club turned up, the owner of that club, every time you buy a drink, all you're doing is paying his pocket. When he leaves at the end of the night, he's going home counting his money. But what you do is you go home and you're trying to figure out where your next paycheck is going to come from. I was so turned up, you guys. I was on an airplane. I was in Miami, LA, Vegas. I was everywhere you wanted to be. I was like American Express. But at the end of the day, I didn't have the money. I didn't have the financial responsibility. I didn't have the means to do it, but I was doing it anyway. And I found myself in a place where I could barely wake up in the morning and feel good about myself. So I just want to come to you guys and again talk to you and share with you all the things that I've learned along the way, what I had to do to tighten myself up and get my finances in order. I'm about to give back to you. I'm going to start the budget blueprint. You guys know that it's coming out. But I just wanted to share the journey because today when I took that drive here, it reminded me of it don't matter how good you look, how flossy you can drive, the nice car that you can drive. At the end of the day, if you don't know what you're doing with your finances, the one with the shiny cars, the one with the red bottom shoes, those are the broke ones, y'all. The ones that really genuinely have wealth, they don't drive Bentleys, or some of them do. I'll take that back. But at the end of the day, most people, when they really truly have money, they don't care about what they're driving. They don't care about what they're wearing. And so I want you guys to learn from that. If it's your 40th birthday, your 30th, and you're living with your moms and you got your red bottoms, stop turning up and learn how to turn on to your finances. I don't want you to end up here like I was with my 3-month-old son, looking for food stamps because I didn't have any money to pay my bills and I didn't even know how I was going to feed myself. So anyway, you guys, take this message and I want you to share it. I want you to start looking out for the budget blueprint because it is coming. And I thank you guys for always being here in support of what I'm doing. My goal is to serve our community because, as we all know, when you learn something in life, our responsibility as leaders, as visionaries, is to go out and help the person that's behind you. When you go out and you make it in this world and you learn how to flip houses, your responsibility is to go and teach that next person how to flip that house. We don't need to see your Bentleys. We don't need to see all your money flashing. What we need to do is learn how we can do it for ourselves. That's our job. That's our role, is to educate those that are behind us, to give a hand out, to give a hand up, not a handout. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.